Welcome to lesson 19. This is Shusmita Shyama from Baneebee Language School, and I ask you to write St. Martin's Island in Bangla. You can see that I have written it in two ways. If you pronounce the A very clearly like saint, then you will have to write it in this way. So you will have to write the E vowel letter in between, and that will make it saint. If you want to write it just like as saint, then this is it. So saint, saint. Martins is also written in two ways. So no and shaw are side by side here, and here it is in combined form. This is also no and shaw, right? So when you see the combined form, you are pretty sure that the first letter in the combined form, it is always a closed vowel. So that means it is not Martinos, it is Martins. But here confusion can arise. It might arise that it's not Martins, it can be Martinos, right? So to remove that confusion, we put this sign here like this. So if we just put this sign, that means it's a closed vowel. So we will have to pronounce it as Martins, not Martinos. So St. Martin's Island. And island is written in the same way in both lines. Okay. Let's learn something new, and that will be Prague. So here is Prague. And why I have written it in two ways. I gave you the explanation, and another thing is in newspapers, some newspaper might use it in this way. Some newspaper, they prefer this way. So I just wanted you to get used to both ways of writing it. Okay. So we will learn how to write Prague. I have written it, but now let me write it again, and there will be explanation. So this is paw, you know it, right? So paw for P. Now I can write, do you remember how to write raw? Like this. So this is raw, and then I will need a sign because of this, right? So paw, and then raw for R. Then I will need this go. I will definitely not need anything because this is just not being pronounced. This is silent. So I'll just take up to this. Okay, I will just consider up to this, and I don't need this one. So Prague, yeah. So yeah, this should be Prague, right? But as you know, all the Bangla letters, the consonants, these has O ending. Each and every consonant letter. So I might say it is Porag, not Prague, right? So to remove this confusion, what I can do, I can put the raw here, like this, instead of this, right? So I can write it like this. Yeah, Prague. But it doesn't look good. When we put the raw under the first consonant, we do not do it in this way. We do it in this way. We put wave instead of the full letter. Okay. And the position is also very important. The position of the raw is second. So there are two consonants side by side, and R comes second. So whenever R is in the second position, then R comes under the first consonant, like this, in this wavy form. Okay. So this is how we write Prague, and let's move on to writing Sri Lanka. We know the shaw. We will use the coconut shaw for this one. So here is our coconut shaw, and what will we need? This is the second position, right? R is in the second position, so we will definitely need the wave. We will need the long umbrella, and then law for L. So yeah, do you remember the ong sound? This was the ong we used for Bangladesh, right? Was there any other ong? There was another ong as well. That was this. So which ong to use? Actually, Sri Lanka is a foreign country. This is not a Bangladeshi or West Bengal related country, right? So as it is a foreign word, I can use both. Let's try using this one first. So Sri Long, then I will need Ka, and then I need to make it Ka. So this is Sri Lanka, right? So I can write it in this way. Some newspapers write it in this way, but some may argue that this is not the right way. We can do it in another way. What is the other way? Do you remember one thing I said about this ong sign, that this ong cannot take any vowel sign because it doesn't have the full status of a letter, of a consonant letter. So that's why some people say that you should use this ong instead of this ong. So if I use this ong, then I will put this ka here, and then I will need a. Okay, a. So yeah, let's maintain the green color. Okay, so Sri Lanka. But why do I need to write it side by side? Because it's a consonant cluster. So I can just do it, right? I can just put this ka under the ong. But it's becoming too long. So this ong ka is actually this. Okay. So this means this is combined. Ong and ka is combined in here. So instead of putting this, I can just put this, and then I can just write this. So as this ong can take a vowel sign with it, so when it is becoming combined with this, it can take this. So it can take this here, right? So this is how we write Sri Lanka. So we know how to write Prague, how to write Sri Lanka now. And yeah, we should actually be clear about why we have so many ways of writing R's, right? So so far we have learned 3 kinds of R's. So one is this, one is this, then another is this, and then another is this, right? So how to use this, right? Let me erase this and let me write a word for you. The first one is going to be Shorom. So no, let me write the English. Shorom. So this is the R, and this R has O ending here, right? So if I write the answer for this, I will just use this shaw, this coconut shaw. Then I will use the letter because this has the O ending. So I will use the full letter, full consonant letter. Shorom. Shorom means shyness. Then do you remember there is a famous food called shawarma, an Arabian food? So this is how you spell shawarma, right? This should be this. Maybe this should do shawarma. So see, this R is in the first position. So whenever the R is in the first position, what do? We put it here. There are 2 consonants side by side and R is in the first position. So R will be above the second consonant, right? So this is how I write shawarma. Okay. Now the third one, the wavy one. When to use it? There is one word called Shomrat. So yeah, Shomrat. No, I'll write this. Shomrat. Okay. How to write Shomrat? So for writing Shomrat, we use this Shaw and then Mo, because Mo comes first and R comes second. So yeah, Mo. And then as this is in the second position, it will come under the first consonant. So Shom rat. Okay, this is the palatal to. Shomrat. So shorom, this is the full consonant letter. Shorma, because R is in the first position, that's why it goes up above the consonant, the second consonant, and R is in the second position, that's why it goes under the first consonant. Okay, now let me give you a task, and you will write for the next lesson, you will write the answer for this. France, then Brazil, then Brunei, then Georgia. Okay, so these four. To write France, you will need a letter, the for. This is for. Okay, and you might take help, take idea of writing France from the word Saint Martin's Island. Okay, so yeah, this is the task. Please write the answers in the comment section, and I'm waiting to see your answers. Thanks for watching the lesson. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.